edge of our hope. At the end of our time, we have chosen to believe in each other. Today we face the monsters that are at our door.
Good news, everyone. Today we are canceling the apocalypse. At least that's what Idris Elba says in the new Pacific Rim trailer.
Yeah, people are really excited about this. It was all over, I believe Gizmodo had like front page coverage. Oh my God, this trailer looks awesome. And it certainly does, although as we'll get to, I have some concerns about it. But what's your initial, were you as excited as Gizmodo was?
Okay, it does look awesome. There's a lot of robot on robot fighting action.
And robot on slimy sea creature.
Yes, that too.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it's gonna be visually good, but I don't really understand what's going on. Besides, it's robot fighting time. It's kaiju time. You know.
I did a little bit of research on it, and I will say, so the concept is obviously a little bit ridiculous. So these extra-dimensional creatures come out of cracks in the seafloor, and we thankfully have these massive mech warrior like fighting suits that two people team up with through some sort of neural bridge to pilot into action. So that sounds good, but it's a little bit silly. And so in that sort of movie, if the CGI had been questionable in any way, it can just totally wreck it, because you already are suspending disbelief. But thankfully, at least from the shots that we saw in the trailer, the CGI looks like perfect. I don't have any problems with it whatsoever with the robots, which are a little bit shiny, but the sea creatures look amazing. So I don't really have any concerns there. And I know personally, I think I'm like most guys when I say that I love robots fighting.
Yeah, you love robots doing a lot of things.
Although, not a big fan of Transformers, oddly enough. But like in District 9, for instance, the final few minutes of it, when he gets in the alien mech suit, the small mech suit, that was one of the best parts of a movie that I've seen in my life. And so if this has some of that in it, I'm definitely a fan.
Well, this is all supposed to be Guillermo del Toro's love letter to kaiju, which is Japanese giant robot movies, essentially. It really reminds me of this anime, Neon Genesis Evangelion.
Okay, I've heard of it, but I haven't seen it.
It's pretty much like that. We combine our neurosystem suits and we fight the monsters.
I would imagine that the reason they have two people teaming up for it is so that at some point you can have some interpersonal conflict between the two pilots, and oh shit, now they won't work together. We got to get them back together so they'll fight. I have a feeling that's probably what's going on. I do have a couple of concerns, though. One is they show very little actual combat in there. They show the creatures, they show the robots doing stuff, but I counted 2 punches, I think. The combat has to be handled the right way, and one of the big problems, I said that I'm not a big fan of Transformers, and the reason for that is that the combat is incomprehensible nonsense. It's just shapes rolling around on the ground. You can't actually tell what's going on. That's not what I want to see. And so if when you actually have robot on sea creature action, it's just them in the water and there's steam and stuff, that's not going to be very satisfying. But if it actually has a visceral feel and you feel some weight to it, then that could be awesome. But unfortunately, we don't have enough information from the trailer to really say.
I really like stories, and I don't know that this is going to tell me one.
No, I have a feeling it's probably not. No. I mean, look, humanity's last days, we're facing apocalypse and all that. That could work. One other concern, I have 2 other concerns. One is we see a little bit of the monsters, obviously. And I read in the description that there are legions of them. We only see a couple, and they seem very large. I can't imagine there's thousands. I worry that there might actually be no personality to the monsters. And I'm not talking about dialogue or anything like that.
What?
But if they're going to be these distinct creatures, I want them to have some sort of distinction.
You don't think they're going to be three-dimensional?
Oh, they're definitely, they are in 3D.
Yeah.
But I want them to have something going on, some sort of motivation or something.
Don't hold your breath.
It probably won't happen. The other is that early on in the development of this, or while he was filming, Guillermo del Toro said that he's not going to do it in 3D because with objects that are as large as these robots and monsters are, 3D perspective changes that they do in this sort of movie don't actually work. But then later on, they decided after filming that they're going to convert it. Now they're putting a lot of time into it, and he says that he changed his mind and it's going to be great. I have a feeling it has more to do with money, and it wasn't necessarily his choice. Maybe the studios or the person releasing it made him do it. But that's a concern, so I probably will not be seeing it in 3D. What did you think about the voice actor that we heard?
GLaDOS?
2 pilots engaged in neural bridge. Ready to activate the Jaeger in 3, 2, 1.
Were you excited?
Well,
I imagine you would be, since you're wearing that.
Yeah, check it out, y'all.
Yeah.
No, it was, when I heard it, I was like piquing my ears, like, that's GLaDOS. But then is she helping the humans, or is she going to spray neurotoxin on them? Because you never know.
It's possible, but it sounds like she plays the same role as, what's his name, Jarvis in Iron Man?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it sounds like she's like the AI for the suits possibly, or the AI for the complex where they put on the suits. It's hard to tell. It's interesting though that not only do they have the voice actress who plays GLaDOS, but she seems to be playing GLaDOS there. It's the same exact voice and the same voice modulation.
Here come the test results. You are a horrible person. That's what it says. A horrible person.
The best thing I saw was someone took the trailer and reset it to the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers theme song, and it syncs perfectly.
Yeah, well, I guess if you manipulate it enough, it certainly will.
No, I think it works pretty much well on its own.
After 10,000 years, I'm free! It's time to conquer Earth!
Alpha, read us escape. Recruit a team of teenagers with attitude.
Anyway, I'm excited for it, but I guess we'll see.
I'm excited for it in the same way that I'm excited to see something that will be a disaster.
It could be. I guess we'll just have to wait and see.